What's up, y'all? It's your girl D Marie back for another episode of It's Just D Marie, the podcast. It's me, man, in my one-man station down here. Hey y'all, it's good to be with you again. I haven't done a podcast in so long, and it's good. It's good to be back. I actually have a really structured situation going on right now. So planned out the whole podcast. I never do that. I normally just show up and talk. So I'm excited to see how this goes today. Also, how are you? Right? 2023 wrapping up. We are on the cusp of a brand new year. And 2023, I don't know how it went for y'all, but I'm here to tell you, your girl went through some things this year. But you know what, though? Honestly, like, since the pandemic broke out, it has been more than a notion. Like, life has been lifing for real, hardcore. So it's all good though. We're gonna get through it, and just like we always do, right? Good news is you have survived 100% of your bad days so far, and you're just gonna keep doing it. Isn't that beautiful to know? You survived every hard day you've ever had. The shittiest ones, right? The most lovely ones, all of them you've survived. You've made it. And here we are. Listening to podcasts. Whatever you're doing, driving, wherever, whatever you happen to be doing. You're here. And you made it. Won't he do it? Won't he? Okay, so check it out. Today, I wanted to talk about something that I visit with you guys all the time, but I really want to dig deep, right? So actually, we're going to jump off a 5-part series about the saying that I always use with you guys. I pray that you have love and light, health and wealth, most importantly, strength where you need it the most. I want to break down, I say it so quickly, and I don't think that y'all really understand like the level that I'm talking about. Of all 5 of those things, love, light, health, wealth, and strength where you need it the most. And so I thought I would break it down, make it a 5-part series, right? I'm trying a new format. We're going to slim down the content a little bit. 15 minutes in and out is the goal. So let's see if we can get at it, shall we? So listen, first one, of course, we're going to start with is love, because that's the first one I always say. It might be, I say strength is the most important, but love might actually be the most important. The Oxford definition of love. I mean, we all know what love is, but I like to be particular, because some people let's not do that. Okay. But I like to be particular. Oxford defines love as an intense feeling of deep affection, an intense feeling of deep affection, a great interest and pleasure in something, and to like or enjoy very much. A deep affection, intense feeling, a great interest and pleasure in something. I pray that you have deep and intense feelings of deep affection, great interest and pleasure in doing something, anything. I don't even give a damn what it is, as long as it's legal and everybody's consenting, pretty much. Love is life, y'all. I pray that you have love, because what do you have if there's no love in your life? I think there's a Bible quote that says something about that. Like, you can have all the treasures of the world, but if you don't have love, like, you're gonna perish, or something to that effect. Now, I'm clearly not a biblical scholar, so don't get me in here to lying. But I pray that you not only have love in your life, but that you love life. I pray that you have a life that you can love. I pray that you can find joy and reasons to smile and laugh every day. I pray that you have an appreciation for nature and that you're able to access gratitude freely. And I'm not even gonna get all like nerdy and scientific on y'all, because you know how I can get. Okay? But at the end of the day, really appreciating nature is a form of self-care. Stick with me, okay? No matter how you believe humans came to inhabit Earth, whether you believe in the creation story that God spoke man into existence and then we showed up in this physical Homo sapien form, or you believe that we evolved from monkeys and then, Adam was the first actual human, whatever, even if you believe that, however you believe humanity ended up on this planet, we are elements of nature. That's not, you can't really dispute that very much. We are mammals, we're animals. Animals are natural, they're part of nature. That means humans being part of animals are part of nature. We're nature. Loving and appreciating nature is self-care because we're part of nature. We're not separate from it. We need air, we need water, we need the food of the ground that actually grows and nurtures our bodies. We are one with nature. We can't deny that. And I really pray that you guys are able to have enough love in your life that you're able to look at a flower, look at a stream, look at a tree or leaves falling and feel part of that. Feel at one with that. The rain falls from the sky to give our plants water so that we can eat them. We're a part of the cycle of life. And how beautiful is that? I pray that you guys are able to have enough love in your life and in your heart to be able to feel that and really sit with that. Let that hit you. I pray that you have love in your life so that you can have friendship. Right? There's no real true friendship without love. And I'm talking like deep, symbiotic, reciprocal relationships where you are able to openly, freely be yourself without judgment or feeling like you're going to be persecuted for your beliefs or your thoughts. I pray that you're able to be known freely and openly, and that you're in safe space and company to be just completely vulnerable, goofy, silly. Be real, be honest and open. And I pray that you have people in your life that love you enough that you can have hard conversations with them and that they still know your heart at the end of that conversation. I pray that you don't have people in your life that judge you behind your back, talk shit about you behind your back, tell your open, vulnerable secrets to other people behind your back, right? Like, nobody needs those kind of friendships. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the types of friends that no matter what, if you call them, and I have friends that I haven't talked to in 20 years. But I am certain if I said, yo, I need you, that they would be there for me because I would be there for them. In a drop, no problem. And I pray that you guys have enough love in your life to be able to have relationships like that. Ain't many of them. I'm going to tell you that. I don't got many of them, but I have enough. I have enough to really know that I'm loved. And whether it's family or friends, right? Sometimes our friends become our chosen family. Sometimes those family of origin are not safe spaces to be loved like that. And that's okay. Go find love somewhere else. There's plenty of it. I pray that you have a spiritual love. And I don't necessarily mean just God here, okay? The word God can freak some people out, so let's not, we're not necessarily doing God. I mean spiritual love, loving in a spiritual way, whether that is the universe, whether that is your ancestors, whether that is Ra, or whatever you believe in, whatever Allah, whatever your level of spirituality is. I hope that it brings you love and connection, and I hope that you feel part of something larger. I think the most sad thing about being an American right now, and not just an American, this is a worldwide problem, but is that the United States is we have such an individualistic society here that it's easy to feel like everyone else is something else. Everyone else is somewhere else, right? And I just think it's fucking criminal that we spend so much time looking for each other's differences instead of our similarities, because there's so many more similarities. And maybe that's why it's easier for us to just write them off like they don't matter. But my God, I think they matter so much more than anything else that we're divided about. Like, in the grand scheme of things, politics, decides some things. It kind of decides where your money's gonna go, services that you're able to have, and but at the end of the day, isn't it more important that we're able to raise the children that we want to have, that we're able to be looked at as fully human, that we're able to speak and have our voice be heard, be recognized, be honored and revered and respected as equals? Like, the fact that that comment that I just made could be disputed at all is problematic. Like, what? And I think if everybody had the level of spirituality that focused on humanity and oneness and sameness, that we could all feel a similar level of love and joy and peace, just in knowing that you and me are the same. That I'm talking about, that kind of spiritual love. And I don't know what books y'all have read, but they pretty much all come down to love. No matter who your God is, no matter if you don't have a God or you have several of them. Love is what makes the world go round. It's damn near all we got. So I pray that you have spiritual love in your life as well. I pray that you got romantic love too. Romantic love is the love that we have a tendency to think of first when we say love. I think a lot of people go to romantic love first. And romantic love is cool, don't get me wrong, right? We all want, well, not we all. I don't want to keep making blanket statements like that, right? But it's pretty common to want romantic love in your life, right? It's pretty common to not want to be alone all of the time. And to feel like there's somebody in the world who wants to put up with your shit. If that ain't important, I don't know what to tell you. We all just want somebody to love us and to just see us. And like I said, fully accept us and know who we are and have that be okay with them. I think we all want that. I not only pray that you have romantic love, I pray that it's mind-blowing. I pray that your romantic love is better than anything that you could have ever dreamt up. I hope that you find your person. And I hope that your person is awesome. I hope that your person is awesome. I hope that they check the boxes for you, and if they don't check the boxes right now, that you guys are able to grow and communicate and get to a place together that you can work through that, right? I mean, losing romantic love is sad. It's sad. I mean, I've done it a million times, and half of the times it's been my fault, and I don't even have nothing. I can't even complain. I did it to myself. Not when I was, right, but just being a tarnished, hurt, traumatized person trying to become self-aware of some of their issues has really just led me down a path of realizing how toxic I actually am and have been in so many relationships. And let me tell y'all, I started this whole podcast making deep, wide apologies to people in my past. And I'm going to just go ahead and do it again because I truly didn't know how toxic. I mean, toxic is just the word. I just didn't know how toxic I was. And I am quite, actually. And I pray that your romantic partner, that the person that you find to be in your life and to walk through life with you has gotten through all of that. You know what I mean? Has done the work already to process through all of that stuff. Because let me tell you, showing up, I mean, you guys know I'm in a relationship, and we're actually almost into 5 years now. We're just a couple months shy of 5 years. It'll be my longest relationship ever. And just knowing now the level of dysfunction that I'm bringing into relationships, and don't get me wrong, all people are flawed, okay? But I got some shit. You know what I mean? I got some shit going on romantically, and just I wish I had been aware before I got into this relationship. Not that I wouldn't have gotten into it anyway. I probably wouldn't have. Actually, if I'm being honest, I wouldn't have, because, and it's not because my girlfriend's great. She's an amazing person. She's amazing. She's one of the most compassionate, kind, sweet people I've ever met in my life. But I would have tried to spare her from myself if I would have really realized how much shit I got going on, if I'm being honest with you. Yoga cats, mental health. I don't know if y'all can see that. Shit's real, okay? Takes work. It's an effort. It's an effort. But I pray that you have romantic love as well. And then self-love, y'all. I pray that you have self-love. I pray that you're in a place in your life where you are able to know how much you mean. Not just like what you provide, right? I think particularly for men, there's this, the provider role can really get tangled up in your sense of self. And you're not just valuable, men in particular. You're not just valuable for what you bring in financially. You're valuable because your insight is different. Particularly as a woman speaking, right? Your insight is different. The things that you consider important are different. And those things are different. Differences are very important because they teach us a different way of thinking. I think it was Einstein that said a problem can't be solved from the same level of thinking that created it, right? In order to grow and evolve, we have to think of things differently. So guys, like, have conversations with your women, have conversations with your kids. The things that you're experiencing and going through are important. And you have to be able to be vulnerable enough to say what you're feeling and how you're experiencing life. People care, bro. People care. And you have to be able to feel comfortable having those conversations. But you're important. Not just because of what you bring to the table financially. And you're not failing if you're not bringing things to the table financially. You're still valuable as a human. You're still valuable. So know that and trust that. And love yourself enough to be able to be in spaces with people who accept you fully. You have to choose you first every day. And I'm not just talking to gentlemen here. I'm talking to everybody. You got to choose you first. And when you choose you, you'll realize that people who are showing up in your life are choosing you as well. When you choose you first, everybody who does not choose you first has to fall out of the way because they're not getting what they needed from you anymore. They're not getting the attention. They're not getting the, whatever benefit that they were getting from you being in their life. I know for a fact that there are several people who have fallen out of my life because I stopped riding their dicks. I had it bad. Well, I thought so many other people, oh my God, look at her, isn't she great? Oh my God, look at him, isn't he wonderful? Man, I would just throw my attention at them, just trying to get some attention back, right? Because I thought they were like, if they saw me, I would be more valuable in some way. And so I just continued to just throw myself and ask people to be in my life. Hey, you wanna, fuck that. Like, I'm just as valuable as those people. I understand my worth now. I'm not chasing up behind anyone. Because I come first. And if you can't see my value, then why am I valuing you? I value you as a human. And I love you as a human. And I always will. You my brother, you my sister. As a human. Right? But if you're not investing in me, I'm not investing in you. That's ridiculous. And I pray that each and every one of you has the same, if not higher level of self-love. Stop putting up with bullshit. Enforce your boundaries, and not just with other people. One of the biggest places that we violate our own boundaries is with ourselves. I'm going to go to the gym every day, and then you don't go. I ain't going to eat that Twinkie, and then you eat it. I'm not going to eat after 7 o'clock, and then you do. I'm not sleeping in. I'm going to get up and read 10 pages before I go to work, and then you hit the snooze button. Stop violating your own boundaries. Stop compromising the promises that you made to yourself. If you don't show up for you, what's actually happening? Who could you actually possibly show up for? If it's not for you, if you're not showing up for yourself, who else can you possibly show up for? So when I say I hope that you have love, I mean that in so many different ways. I mean in your love life, your romantic love. I just mean in your spiritual life. I mean with your friends. And I hope you have a lot of love in your family as well. That's lovely. I know it doesn't happen for everybody. I love my family. We have such a good time together. I hope that you love yourself. I hope that you're able to love and appreciate nature and all of the wonderful sounds and clouds and rain, snow. It's magnificent. Each snowflake is different. Bruh, think about that. I live in the Midwest. I live in Indiana, or right on the south tip of Lake Michigan. I get a lot of snow over the winter. And each one of those snowflakes is an individual. That's how we are. That's amazing. I pray that you're able to have enough love in your life that you can see those things, that you can feel those things, and you can stop and appreciate love in all of its forms. I pray that for you. And that's what I mean when I say I pray you have love and light, health and wealth, and most importantly, strength where you need it the most. That's exactly what I mean. And actually today, what we're going to do, instead of like a song, it's like a song, but it's a meditation as well. So this is Self-Love. It's a meditation by Londrell. I hope you guys feel it. Londrell is just one of my favorites, man. This dude, he just does it right.
As we continue to breathe slowly and deeply, we center ourselves and ground ourselves in our own divinity, creating a space for self-love and the self-embrace. Self-love is the best love. The love that we have for self determines the love we have for and receive from others. As we begin to love ourselves more and more, we create and make room for healthy relationships. It is your duty to love yourself. As we inhale, we receive divine love and divine healing. As we exhale, we release and let go all of the things that are toxic and prohibit our self-love. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be loved. You are the source of happiness. You are the source of love. Pour yourself into yourself and replenish your vessel. You are radiant with love. You are overflowing with love. There is no love that is greater than the love you give to yourself. As this love is the love you share with the divine that is in you. We do not love ourselves because we are selfish. We love ourselves so that we may know our worth, increase our worth, and attract the same love we give ourselves. I love myself perfectly. I love myself completely. I love myself so that I may share and radiate that love in all that I do. I am a vessel of love. I am a being of love. I love myself now and eternally. Eternally. Love.
That's the homie Londrell. You guys know him. He's made an appearance or two on the Right Foot playlist, and on this podcast. Okay, so that is our episode for the day. Please do not forget, you can always find me on social media, really just on YouTube and Instagram at just_D_Marie. That's DEE_Marie. And you can also subscribe to the Positivity Push. It's a text thread that I have. Just kind of send out love and light whenever I get around to it. Sometimes it's memes. Sometimes it's just a quick little snippet of something that I drop in for you guys. Whenever the spirit so compels me, you could sign up to that by texting hashtag POSPUSH, POSPUSH, to 773-923-1980. I'll send you back a confirmation text, and then you on and pop it. Whenever I get a little ditty I want to send out to you guys, I send it. And I do that so that it's not on social media, because really, like, we need to be limiting our time on social media anyway. That shit's not good for your brain. And that's about it. What else? Oh, come on. Y'all already know. This is the first in a 5-part series. So this has been love. Next time we will do light, and we'll talk about, what do I mean when I say I pray you have light? The fuck am I talking about? I'll let you know. But in the meanwhile, I pray that you have love and light, health and wealth, and most importantly, I pray that you have strength where you need it the most. I love y'all.